Guys, welcome out to the shop today. We are doing a little vlog today. We're going to be talking about stuff, catching up on things that's been going on for the week, and also talking about this upcoming week's project. I've been pretty busy around here and trying to get things straightened up, and I've been changing things around here in the shop. One of the main things that has been bothering me ever since I had came into this shop is the electricity. Now, for the longest time, I have been running just an extension cord right out here to the shop, and it's been working fine, but I wanted to actually get the extension cord off of the ground. I ran over it with the lawnmower like 3 times before and had to replace it. So that's always been one thing that's always bugged me. So over the past week or so, I actually tied in to another power source under the house and wired up the shop. So we actually have a switch over here. I was going to put a sub panel in here, but I don't do enough work out here in the shop, so all I'm running right now is my lights up above. And I also ran one outlet just to charge drills and stuff like that. It's working good. I really like it. I've checked the load on it and everything like that, and there's no problems, no issues with that. I actually ran my heater off of the outlet for a little while, and it still didn't affect anything. So that was kind of like one of those things that have been behind the scenes for this shop that I've been doing. Last week we went and made some wax, some homemade wax, which is pretty good. I really enjoy making it. It's really simple to make and a lot cheaper than going to the store and buying like paste wax and things like that. One of the suggestions that was made to me is actually take the beeswax and use like a cheese grater to kind of chunk it up to put it into the mix instead of chopping it with a chisel and making a mess that way. The one thing that I see a problem with, I haven't tried it yet, but it may work. The one thing that I see a problem with it is obviously the beeswax is pretty hard, and I haven't tried it. I'm wondering if it'll actually do good on a cheese grater because of how hard it is. You know, cheese is soft. The beeswax is not soft at all. Somebody actually also was asking if you could add dyes to it. I don't see why not. You would have to accommodate for the original yellow tint of it, and then you'd have to offset it with mixing up your colors. So I guess you could test it out and get different colors that way. Over the past couple weeks, I've been doing a lot of hand tool restorations, and I've been getting prepared for a couple upcoming projects. I want to do a hand plane shelf right here that is not just like a regular bookshelf, but it's going to actually be a little slanted. That way shorter ones like number 4s, smoothers, things like that will sit on the top, block planes, and then as the bottom gets a little bit longer, it'll fit like the different bench planes, but I don't want it any wider or any deeper than about 15 inches to hold like a number 5 or something like that. I'm also planning on doing a bookshelf inside the house, all by hand tools as well, and I'm kind of starting to get all the hand tools I need ready. I need the dado planes, things like that, the moving philister. I think I'm going to try to use that a little bit on it and just play around with it. I actually want to create a whole entire molding up around the top only with the hand tools. I don't want to go to the store and buy the molding. I want to actually make it. So that'll be like a first challenging project of this year. I haven't ever made just molding for a project, so this will be pretty interesting, and hopefully it'll kind of add some character to the bookshelf. This week we're kind of veering off of the hand tool work and actually going to do some turning work. Now, I've been checking out different tools and stuff, and I've been turning bowls not very much. You know, I've had very little bit of bowl turning, but what I've been using is a roughing gouge, and I did not know that you were not supposed to use a roughing gouge to turn bowls. Apparently they're a lot thinner, the tines are different, and they can really just catch the bowls, and apparently it's not like a good situation afterwards. But I've been checking on the price of the bowl gouges, and you know, sometimes things just look a little bit out of my price range that I want to pay. And so I started looking around in the shop. I've got heat and stuff like that. I've got metal So what I'm ending up doing is taking a bar of metal, or a rod of metal, I guess I should say. And here is the prototype of a bowl gouge. I've been working on this one for the past couple days. I just heat treated it 2 nights ago, and it's working fairly well. This was a 30-inch rod, and I've cut it down, and we're going to be going over that this week, along with the heat treating process, creating it, how to create it, what tools you need to create it. And just for comparison, here is one of the bowls that I turned with it the other day. This is before even heat treating it. I think it looks pretty good. It did a fairly good job. Obviously the edge wore out fairly quick just because it wasn't heat treated, so it didn't keep a good edge very long. But that is what I have come up with so far. One of the other tools that I want to get for the lathe is obviously like a 4-jaw or 3-jaw chuck. Those would be really handy, especially with the bowls. You know, I put a plate on there and try to do it that way. And sometimes it works, other times I feel like it's not really working. But I have seen some other things that I can improve on with it to kind of help out with that situation of not having the chuck. So I'm going to start working with that a little bit here and there. Maybe put out a couple extra videos and show how to kind of improve on that situation. I also brought a bunch of logs in here. These are going to be ready to split here in a little bit. There's my little fireplace heater. I love that thing. It puts off a lot of heat. But anyway, I like these logs. They're pretty good. I want to actually turn a couple of them into bowls, plates, different things like that, and maybe even cut one up like this one right here. I want to try to cut it right here in the middle and take away some of this and maybe make like a, almost like a live edge cutting board, serving tray, and then get out to the forge, make some handles for it, something like that. So I think that would be pretty cool. I almost forgot, also for the lathe, I'm going to be creating this sharpening jig I found online. This is going to really help with shaping of the bowl gouge here and really getting the correct sharpening angles and stuff on it. I have a bench grinder, so that's easy to hook up. And I found this one online. I'm going to leave a link down below where you guys can find it as well. It's just made out of wood and a few nuts, bolts. Super simple, it looks like. We're going to try to do that. That's going to end up being a video probably too. There's going to be all sorts of videos on this lathe stuff soon. And you know, that's alright. I like having the mixed up shop between the hand tools. I don't like table saws though. So I like the hand tools and the lathe. And I keep the bandsaw over here in the corner just for resawing and stuff like that. But, you know, I hope you guys have been having a great week. If you guys have other options or opinions on the bowl gouge or your waxes, you know, leave them in the comments down below. I like hearing about it. And if you guys make your own tools as well, leave me a comment in the section below and let me know what tools you make for your lathe. If you guys have ever made a chuck for the lathe, that would be pretty interesting to hear about as well. And if I get this lathe, or if I get the bowl gouge working pretty good and get it sharpened and it holds an edge, I might be giving one away on maybe in February sometime. So keep an eye out for that. That would be a really good win for you guys, my viewers, because you guys are awesome and you guys have been really helping out here. I love getting all the likes, comments. You guys have been commenting like crazy. So keep it going. Appreciate you guys all doing everything you do. And comments, hit the thumbs up button. If you guys are new, check out all the other woodworking videos I make. I'm going to be getting back on the schedule of vlogs on Tuesdays, projects, at least on Fridays, maybe a little bit more. So keep an eye out. You guys, I hope you have a great week. Hope you guys had a good weekend. See you on the next video.